Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and we are kicking off Monday morning with a bunch of news. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's a bank holiday here in Ireland, so it still feels like the weekend really, but yeah, some of you were very concerned in my video a couple of days ago when I was wearing sun cream, because obviously I live in Ireland, I am Irish, not usually sunny here. You will be relieved to know that it is lashing rain today. It was lashing rain yesterday. The Irish summer is truly back in force. Womp womp. That's life, eh? But let's look at the news that we've got. So first of all, apparently we were supposed to be told about this yesterday, but they never did, which is an awakening boost. So here we go. It is tomorrow from 9 a.m. UTC on Tuesday, August 6th until Friday, August 9th, 9 a.m. We are doubling your chances of receiving 5 and 6-star perfect souls from Mortal Soulstones and 6-star perfect souls from Immortal Soulstone. So they've done this before. I'm pretty sure it was 5 to 6-star like before. Definitely the last time they did this, it was just 6-star from Immortal. This is still overall the best time to pull your Mortals and Immortals, right? Just to get that better chance for that higher rarity soul, because those are the things that make a huge difference. Like heck, even a 6-star soul on an epic champion can be really transformative for an account. So this is a great time to pull. Again, as we saw, we had a really nasty deck of Fate where the Eternals were clutch for that. I would definitely be saving my Eternals for, big events, decks of Fate, Heroes Paths, those sorts of things. If you can save them for months, you can make those events much easier. Like I was able to do that deck of Fate pretty much stress-free, whereas I believe anyone trying to do it with champion training, it was just a horrible experience and ridiculously expensive. But yeah, you can obviously save some of your soul stones if you're worried about events in the future, right? They run these boosted soul events quite frequently now, probably about every month and a half or so. Yeah, probably about maybe even every month, like almost once per fusion, I feel. Maybe a bit more than that, or a bit less than that, less often, but they're pretty frequent, so you can definitely hold on to them and do them the next time it comes around if you're worried, but it's a pretty safe time to pull. Now, we also do have a summon pool event, which is kicking off here as well. I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't gone back to check. I think that the schedule for these summon pools now is often, how much is between a regular summon pool and then a faction unity one, right? We just came out of the Teox summon pool, and Teox, probably the strongest, I'd say he is probably the strongest faction unity champion so far. Crazy champ, really transformative. A lot of people wailed out for that one, let me tell you. Yeah, now we've got one without a faction unity. Now it's very good. If we move me out of the way here for a second, got some great champions in here. Atharion, Armans. Like if you don't have an Armans, this is ridiculous. Obviously your chance to get it is small. But for those lucky few, right? I think a lot of people now do these events, get 1 or 2 free pulls, right? Because you can get some for free in game. And if one of these legendaries does pop out, like a second Armans, a Rotus, a Brogni, Michinaki, they're all very good. I would say probably Corvus is the least useful, but he's even still really good, right? With the AoE poisons, and then he extends the poisons. He's got decreased attack A1. Decreases the damage enemies under poisons do. Like he's still super good for some of the dungeons, right? As that sort of poison explosion stuff, like dragon and things like that. He's still quite useful. So these are all pretty good. Again, I'd say like Hefrak, he's more niche. You do see him sometimes, but he's not like a top tier nuker anymore in Arena. He hits really hard. He's got a great passive, but yeah. So you've got lots of very good champions in here. The epics are likewise good as well. I believe Endalia and Lochwain are part of the, I think even Aishma. We've got a few champions in here that are part of the Lady Mikage fusion. And I do notice that this one is called the Magic Summon Pool. So this is leading me to suspect that they might do Spirit and Force summon pools. Maybe even a Void one. Maybe. Eventually. But I'd certainly say a Spirit and a Force summon pool look reasonably likely in the next month or two, I would think. And those might have the other epics that you need for Lady Mikage. So that's something to definitely watch out for, to, have at least some energy and gems stockpiled so you can do the events for your free summons for whichever event pops up with the Lady Mikage epics that you need. But yeah, if you are looking for these Lady Mikage epics, they are in there. We also have got some just generally very good epics very good ones. I mean, Creodani's absolutely amazing with the AoE freeze, triple hit with freezes, great for Fire Knight, amazing for wave control, really good for Cursed City, Doom Tower, that sort of stuff. Very strong. Cornelia can solo lots of Doom Tower bosses. Venomage, of course. The heal reduction and poisoning, very good. Tagore is a great reviver. We've got great champs in there. Yeah, Hitatsu, really underrated champion, just a great support. Same thing with Taragi. Ugo's in there, still a Hydra MVP. Seeker, brilliant for Hydra, very consistent provoke. Brilliant for Demon Lord Clan Boss. Allure. We've got, Miscreated Monster. I just pulled him recently. He's very good. I'd say a couple of them are kind of a little bit duds. Like, Kellen is okay, but not great. I think Ultimate Galek, again, he's okay, but not great. They do have some niche uses. I've used both of them from time to time. Juliana is okay, but not great, especially because you got Ninja. She's sort of like okay, but not great. Bit of poisons and burns, but you've got a Ninja now. So there's a couple of duds, but for the most part, very useful epics. And yeah, very useful legendary. So it's a strong showing, honestly. Now, when we jump over to the event tab, so we can see here, where do we get these crystals for free? Well, there is a Sand Devil turn attack, should be starting today. These have gotten very expensive. They've cranked the points. Let's see if it's actually active in game. I don't think it is, but they have cranked the points for these so high recently, so they are not easy to do. But if you're able to do it, okay, starts in an hour from when I'm recording. If you're able to do it, if you have the energy and you've got a good Sand Devil team, yeah, it can be absolutely worth doing. Absolutely, right? Get your Sand Devil stuff. That's a dungeon that always needs to be farmed, right? So you get your Sand Devil stuff farmed, brand, you get yourself a free summon. It's pretty great, but it is a ton of energy on top of a fusion, which is very intensive. Now, if you want the other fragments, it's in a Dungeon Divers. Now, this Dungeon Divers is part of the fusion, so you're likely to be doing a chunk of this anyway. That being said, that becomes very hard to get both of them because Sand Devil, massive energy sink, and it doesn't give you any Dungeon Divers points. Dungeon Divers, the worst energy sink in the game, and it's not giving you any Sand Devil stuff. So it's a huge energy sink to do both. I would be saying, if you've got a good Sand Devil team, maybe do the Sand Devil one. We'll have to see what the Dungeon Divers points, though, as well, right? Because you're going to be doing, if you're doing the fusion, you could do a bunch of the Dungeon Divers anyway. If you're skipping the fusion, if you're not getting the rare champion from this Dungeon Divers event, definitely skip it. It's going to be way too expensive. Grab the Sand Devil and just chill. Do some Minotaur after if you've got time. Very intensive to do both of them, like I said. Very, very intensive. So look, that is up to you. The Dungeon Divers does overlap with the end of the Spider tournament, and it does overlap for like one day on Thursday with the Fire Knight tournament. And then I imagine this Dungeon Divers will end very early on Friday, so not much use there. So it's pretty intensive, guys, but it is there as an option. There's an option. For me personally, I will definitely do the Sand Devil. I'm not sure about Dungeon Divers personally. We'll see what the points are and whatnot. I did get the extra epic from the fusion, so I could skip Dungeon Divers entirely if I wanted to, which, you know, it's Dungeon Divers. It's always a temptation to skip that. So that's where we are with that stuff. Good summon pool. And yeah, the summons. I will be summoning, I think, all my Soulstones tomorrow. That's the plan. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We should have, yeah, basically over 100 mortals, and we should have 10. Actually, by the time we sell souls and stuff, we'll have more. Probably 10, maybe 12. I don't know. Immortals, something like that. So we've got a good chunk. We'll see if we can get ourselves some good souls. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. I'll be back if there's any more news today. Who the heck knows at this rate? But yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.